This is the last Dragon Age stream of 2020. And I feel like there's not a lot of people here yet, so I don't know if I should wait to make announcements or just do them twice. I think I'm gonna wait. I got a couple things. If you're in the Discord, which Womble's in the Discord, then you know at least one of the things. Because one of them's my schedule change. But the other thing, Cafe knows. And that might be it. Because it just happened today and I didn't tell anyone yet. Secrets. But we'll go over announcements later when some more people show up. Thank you for the Lurk Cafe. I know you gotta work and lurk. I still appreciate you. Alright, so let's look at the journal and see what we have. Because I know I had done most of the stuff in Denerim. The couple Chanter's board things are elsewhere on the map, even though we got them in Denerim. And then it's like little stuff. The alienage, which I don't think I can do right now? Oh, that's right! The last time I played this, I died a lot and then said we'll go back to that part later. Slim, I'm not going to talk to you. And then I think the other two were just like, if you happen to see these people. So I was going to go back to that later and do like real stuff. So I could either do one of the Chanter's board things. I got Flemeth's quest. I can do the urn. Or I can do whatever the next story thing is. And I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I really should have thought about this before I started, but here we are. Oh, I know what I want to do before I do anything else. I want to go to Liliana. I already did this, I think. Okay, good. No, that's Wynn. That's not Liliana. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, no. These daggers are going away. No. Come, yeah. And she's using the crossbow. Because she keeps defaulting to the daggers. And I think the only way to make her not is just to never give them to her. Because I mentioned this, I don't remember if it was here or in someone else's stream that I mentioned I was having this problem and someone was like, yeah, no, I just don't give them to her. There's a way to fix that. I mean, I'm probably never going to have her use those daggers, so it's fine, but I am curious what is the way to fix it, because it keeps happening. I'm actually very curious if the daggers I just took off her are any good, because then I could... Well, the longsword does more damage. So I think I would probably just keep that. Yeah, Zev actually comes with some good stuff. Wait, what's the inventory at? So I guess I'll just sell those. So in tactics you change the attack range, and depending on the attack range will determine what weapon she uses. Ah! Because I was in tactics. And I guess I didn't look that closely. Wait, why are you still here? Hi.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
I guess this is just you're here for the rest of the...
As is my duty, Grey Warden.
Word. I thought he was just gonna be there for the part with helping Connor, but I guess he's there for the we are doing warden treaties and want the mages, etc, etc, etc. Alright, what do we want to do? Do we want to do the urn? Do we want to go to... Womble's gonna say go to Orzammar. I know that. Oh, the urn, I was supposed to find someone in Denerim. And I guess I never found him. So I could go back to Denerim. I like you, my dwarves. You know what? Sure. Let's go to Orzammar. Can I go? I mean, assuming I can. I'm assuming I can. Who are we bringing? I guess... Ooh. Alistair or Sten? For a warrior. I could bring them both and leave the dog home. We're going to Orzammar. We're gonna talk to the dwarves. And be like, looky, we need helpy. And they're gonna be like, we need helpy too. And we're gonna have to deal with their politics and shit. And then get help. Alistair, Liliana, Morgan. You're making me bring Morgan.
Yes.
Alistair, Liliana.
Indeed.
Morgan. Alright, well,
Indeed.
because it's you. I will do it because it's you. But Wynn's my healer, and I swore she would always be in the party from here on out. Hey, Plymouth Hut is on the map now. Look at that. Where is... Why is this marked as Civil War? I don't remember that. Also, where am I supposed to be going? Because it's been like forever since I did this. It's one of the side quests you would have gotten from the Chantry board, right? Okay, that's Denerim. I don't want that. Right, so those two. I hope you enjoy your butt spot. I just added him. Or I added him last week, maybe. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I added him last week because it was like right after. That's the circle tower. Am I supposed to be going to... Sulker's Pass? I don't remember. Help. Apologies to anyone watching me now look up what I'm supposed to be doing. Frostback Mountains, okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. I got it at the same time you answered, but thank you, Wumble. It's like, I'm just gonna look it up on the walkthrough. Also, I don't know if I need to turn this up because I know it's usually pretty quiet. Oh, Liliana gets a level up. Oh, good grief, I haven't used her in a while. Lordy. Alright. I'm the one that's high cunning, so that isn't as important. I do need your constitution to be not terrible. Yeah, I wasn't using her for a while, even though she's one of my favorites, because I'm a stabby rogue, and she kept defaulting to the daggers. And I was like, I don't need to stab. It's like, I love Zevran, but I'm probably not going to use him that much this run, because he's basically my character. Also, Liliana and I look so much alike, it's going to be confusing as fuck. I just like pointed to my screen and then realized, well, there's no camera. You can't see that. I don't know where I want to put these last 2 points. Maybe Dex. Or maybe Cunning. Or Willpower. That's another possibility. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Let's do willpower. And then you have 2 skill points. One of them is probably going to be... I'm gonna give you 1 to survival. And I'm gonna give you 1 to combat tactics. Yeah, that's what I was thinking for the stamina. Which I always ignore and then regret. 3 points? Jeez Louise. Well, I'll give you your bard thing. I'll give you both your bard things, actually. And then... And then an archery thing, maybe? I think I'm gonna go shattering shot. Shattering shot. The next one is suppressing fire, and I just need expert combat training. And 24 dex. So that's coming soon. That's definitely coming soon. And then Morgan probably has... Yeah, I was gonna say, she probably only has 2 level ups instead of 3. Darling. I don't know what to do with you. You don't actually die that often yet, so... Your low constitution isn't as alarming as it could be. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. And then... You know what? Just do that. You get... You also get combat tactics. I'm gonna give you arcane bolt. And I'm gonna... Flame blast is good. Stone fist is good. Frost weapons is good. It's all good. I love mages. Death magic. Do you love me, Stone Fist? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, as much as I love death magic, I'm thinking Stone Fist. Oh man, I've been playing so much Inquisition that I'm used to when you do the quick save, I'm used to it being like the little thing in the corner, and it's been a week, almost a week since I've played this. So I was like, oh, it's like a big screen when you do that. Walking bomb, yeah. But I just love mages. Just in general, love mages. So yeah, so Streamlabs has reminded me that one of the announcements for today is that today is the last day of the Dragon Age Day fundraiser. The Dragon Age Day fundraiser actually goes till Friday for the main campaign, but I'm closing mine today. So it's your last day to get your donations into my little mini campaign, and if we hit $50, which I don't think we have yet, no. If we hit $50, I'll plan a community game night on Discord for us. So that'll be fun. And then if we hit $100, I'm going to add a bonus stream to my schedule sometime next month, probably after life settles a little bit. So, yeah, so get those donations in if you want a community game night. I don't know what that accent was. No idea what that accent was. The map is empty because there's nothing yet. Just, I'm in a weird mood today. Like, not in a bad way, just like, have like a weird amount of energy. Yeah! Ah! I did not expect them to just attack! That's the good thing about having not played this in a while is I kind of forget things and I get surprised again. Also, so in my Inquisition game that I've been playing, I'm a mage, and I really haven't been enjoying being able to, like, be kind of in the background and not have to, like, get up into the thick of things. And this, I'm playing a rogue, and for a half a second I thought, oh no, I'm too close to them, and then I remembered, I'm a dagger rogue. I have to be close to them. I don't know what any of my things are, guys. I've been playing too much Inquisition. It's a problem. Yeah. Oh, Alistair, booby. Oh, damn it. I was pausing to give him a potion as he died. Oh man, what game am I making you want to play? Am I making you want Dragon Age or Mass Effect? It's hard. It is hard to choose. You're right. But yeah, the muscle memory on combat when the two games are so different is like, whew. Alistair. Booby. Can we talk? Are you better? You're better. Great. It is hard to choose which game. They're both so good. Wait, did you not actually do what I asked you to do? Dumb rogue. I also am like...
Now's better than later.
There's... Just like my strategies for both games are different, for both Origins and Inquisition are different, especially since I'm playing such different characters. I do like that the quick save for Inquisition is more subtle, because I do that a lot. And it would be nice if you didn't notice that I save every like 5 seconds. These, I mean, I'll talk to people that are just labeled Surface Dwarf, but I was wondering if any of you are a named character? Oh, named characters are usually promising.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armour and weaponry this side of Val Royeaux.
I'm playing as a Vanguard, so I just yeet people. I love it. I think I went Infiltrator for mine. Previously owned armor and weaponry this side of her.
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy like new for much, much less? Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy.
I need you to not ask so many questions about where I procured this armor from. Just know there's a little blood on it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just buy my used shit. When I do another playthrough, I may do something like engineer one of the classes that are more tech-based. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because I hadn't even finished the first game and I was already saying, ooh, when I play this again, I'm going to do these things different. And I'm like, I still have 2 games to play before I can even think about doing a replay, and I'm already planning it. It's just BioWare. You make such good replayable games.
Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
I'm sorry, 24-hour lifetime guarantee? Do you think I'm only living a day, or you're only living a day? Which one? Also, you have a used grease trap? Or is it just the armor is used and then you also have this other stuff? He has some recipes. How much gold do I have? I don't think I want to spend my gold on this. The only thing I would maybe... Nope. That was good. I was like, if he has a better weapon for Sten, maybe. Even though Sten does not deserve me buying him anything, because he's terrible to me. And, oh, this Knight Commander armor is great, but it requires 39 strength. No, that shield's crap. That's a gift. That's a gift. Maybe I'll... it's okay. Do I guess I can sell... This was a... one-handed, right? Yeah. So I can sell that, I believe. Oh, actually... Oh, requires 27 strength. That's why it's not equipped. So I guess I'll save that. The daggers can get sold. The bolts and arrows I'll keep. I know this is fascinating. I always say I'm not going to do inventory on stream, and then I 100% do inventory on stream. Because I'm just like, oh. I have so much crap. I thought I did this already. Why do I have so much stuff? I swear. So his armor's... Wait, what? I don't feel like doing this right now. I'll stop. How many companion quests have you done so far? I think I just did Alistair's where you go visit his sister so far. I haven't gotten very far. I did... So far, I did everything I could in Lothering. And then I went to Redcliffe. I did most of that, decided I wanted to get the Circle Mages for help, went and did the entire Circle quest. Went back to Redcliffe, finished that, and then went to Denerim. And I did some side questies in Denerim, but not all of them. And then... So yeah, the only thing I've done is Alistair wanted to visit his sister, and we all know how that goes. And then I did find Flemeth's Grimoire and give it to Morrigan, so that's one of my possible quests, is doing that. And otherwise, I don't think I've gotten anything from anyone yet. To be fair, I've been focusing very heavily on making Alistair love me because I want to marry him one day. I don't remember if I saved or not, so I'm going to save.
So, you met this sibling of yours?
Half-sister, but yes.
And she turned out to be an insufferable hag?
You'd have liked her. You two have a lot in common.
Ooh.
And you let her berate you without punishment?
It's moments like this when I truly appreciate the difference between you and me.
It is moments like this when I truly wonder at the difference between you and a toadstool.
Wow. I've had Wynn in my party for a while now. Like, I've had Wynn in my party pretty much since I got her from the circle, and I forgot how much they fight. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate that I basically made Liliana as my character? That's what happened there. I'm assuming you're also a shop person.
You wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
Oh yeah, Liliana is fabulous. I can definitely agree on that. I'll romance her one of these days. My first one was Zev, and now I'm working on Alistair. Origins is the only game where I only played it once. All the other ones I've replayed at least once or twice. But this one, for some reason, I've only done once, and this is my second time. It feels like longer because I've watched so many Origin streams at this point that I feel like I've played this game like a million times, but really it's only twice.
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
Oh, not only do you not have a name, you don't have, like, anything. You don't glow. Are you enjoying it? Yeah, I am. I mean, I love all these games. So when I originally played them, we owned them on console, and I'm terrible at console gaming. And my boyfriend was, like, introducing me to the game, so we'd, like, play together, and I made all the story choices and he'd do all the fighting because I hate fighting on a controller. Also because I don't think it occurred to me, oh, I could just bump it down to easy mode and it would be better. So I played all of them with him on the console, and then when they went on sale on Steam, I bought them all for like dirt cheap on the PC so that I could play them by myself. And I love it, and now I'm pretty sure I just stream Dragon Age all the time. I don't know, I said I was gonna do Pillars at some point, and I feel like maybe I will.
Yesterday with crazy stories about Redcliffe. You hear about
But
that?
I really love my Dragon Age. I can't help it. Do the dwarves say?
Let kings fight over kings. Trade needs to flow.
May the ancestors protect us all.
Oh well, I guess people don't really have things to say, so I'll just keep going. I think I caught all the like main ones.
King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
I don't want. Save. Wish you could see my pouty
Dieta,
face.
this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
I need you
Well,
to
that
hush
is
your
the
mouth,
royal
sir.
seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to be a little nicer to me, or you're gonna get a dagger to the face. Murder! Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
Yeah, where have I heard that before?
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Dude literally just whined that he didn't get his way and then ran off. New quest. Seek out Stuart. Alright. Let's do this.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. Fair journeys, Warden.
Those statues are dwarven paragons, if I
Now
remember right.
that's a thing of beauty.
Best
Doctor.
of their ancestors.
If you work hard like Bronca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Where's my jump button?
I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone.
Codex! I was like, why is the statue I'm not gonna read all this because it's pretty long, but I do love. I'm gonna skim it real quick because I do love the codexes. Actually, it's all really interesting history stuff, so I take it back. I will read it. Oh yeah, so first time playing Origins, my boyfriend like spammed that jump button so much. And I always joke that BioWare was like, you want a jump button so bad? Here, you can have it. But then you also have these annoying quests where you have to jump over fucking mountains to get little tiny shards. And it's not like a super major plot point, but your gamer brain is going to want to like be a completionist and get them all. So haha. Be careful what you wish for! I swear they were trolling us. Anyway, let me read this codex. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing, which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was that the dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Paragon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a paragon is to be recognized as essentially a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding paragon. It is a rare thing, however. In my visit, I learned that only one paragon has been elected in generations, the smith Branca, exalted for her discovery of smokeless coal. I met the paragon Branca only once during my stay, and I considered it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even among the highest nobles, perhaps above even the king. Yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than in the Hall of Heroes, through which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold, great works of stone all seeming to hold up the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar of all who have gone before, I think. It is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface, and thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. I love codexes, especially the history ones. Streamlabs wants me to hydrate, Wobble's giving me distractions. Streamlabs also wants your money. Donate money. Nah, I'm happy if people are just here being entertained by me reading lengthy codexes about dwarven history.
I want to see more details.
Do you have any tales of the wilds?
None of the sort you like. No princesses in tall towers or knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not all I
Can
like.
I get you a ladder so you can get
Do you
off
want
my back?
tales of the chastened wilders who dwell in the marsh? Do you want to hear of the slow deaths they inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the wilds that lay their eggs on your skin so their young may eat you alive when hatched? Or a tale of my mother's marsh cuisine? That, in my opinion, is the
I
most
just like walked
terrifying
into
of
that
all my
dwarf
tales.
because I wasn't paying
No,
attention.
I don't want to hear about those things.
Then I have no tale.
I also cut Morgan off because I wasn't thinking. Excuse me. Oh man, I look too much like Liliana because for a second I was like, damn it, she defaulted daggers again.
It is the
Oh
assembly
wait, that's
who makes a
me.
king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Do not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Well, that was a great introduction to the commons. It's lovely. No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the assembly ultimately decides who will rule. Right.
I'll have him in the Legion.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont. He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less. He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself. Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and just.
We ask all these questions and then get around to asking, who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time? A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. Who will lead the battle? How will we survive? Then may the ancestors guide your efforts. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, talk to Dulin Ferender. You'll find him in Harrowmont's estate. Tell him who you are, and I'm sure he can get you an audience. I should return home until the streets become safe again.
New quest.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
I was like, where's the exclamation point in the map? Oh, it's right in front of my face.
You look like you're not from around here.
What gave that away? Was it because of how tall I am? Estagna.
Oh, wonderful! I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Oh my goodness, she is precious and I will protect her with my whole heart. I also just remembered this whole interaction.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Number 3 is mean and I'm not doing it.
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
Oh, hush,
I
Morgan.
don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
So, between how long it was in between playing these two games and the fact that a lot of the characters don't look the same in Origins as they do in future games, I totally never made that connection. That Dagna is Dagna. You know? So, like, thinking about her whole life journey now, that's fucking wild. Dagna! Must protect with whole heart.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with.
I'm sorry, what?
What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
So many gifts. Did that. Did that. I wish I had the gold for that because Alistair needs it. Something awful. Nope. Oh well. Need more gold.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
News of the hour! 3 more clans endorse Lord Harrowmont as the true voice of the Dwarven folk.
That mall might be good for Stan. Oh, that's Harriman's estate. So yeah, let's do that. BRB away, Womble. Get that stretch, get that coffee.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help. In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Of course, because nothing is easy when you're a Grey Warden. Give me a moment. My eyeball decided to get some foreign matter in it that I need to remove. Oh, good grief. It's always when I'm streaming. This never it's always when I'm streaming or when I'm reading. Like, specifically need the eyeballs to function properly. And then I guess while the glasses are off, I can give them a little cleaning. That should be better, hopefully.
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down. That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
So are you winning? Yes. Welcome back, Womble, and welcome, Dospiff. And yeah, I'm totally winning. Totally winning. In fact, welcome, Dospiff. Shout out, Dospiff. Plays Pokemon Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday mornings. And I'm sorry I haven't made a stream in a while. I made one and then my sleep schedule's been like more messed up than normal, even by like COVID standards. So I've been having a lot of trouble with mornings and being conscious for them. So yeah, I agree that sleep is a very important thing that I should partake in. I personally would like my body to stop needing like 10 hours of it for me to function. Because it's not like I'm going to bed at 6 a.m. or anything. I mean, I'm going to bed a little too late, but like, I should be able to at least wake up at like 11 o'clock, catch like half of it. Nah, I've actually like PM'd a couple people that I was like, really sorry, but like mornings are not happening for a while. I think I'm taking a break from streaming for a couple weeks, and I think I'm gonna also try to get my schedule back in order, and then hopefully come like January I'll be a person again. New Nuzlocke begins Saturday, so perfect timing, anyone who wants to start fresh. I will try to become a person. I'm working on it. It's a daily struggle, but I'm like doing my best. I hope you've been well. Hello, Will. We're getting all the people now. Hello, Will. How's it going? In fact, shout out to Will, because he's been streaming. Oh, I didn't do it right. Curses. Last thing you did was Kingdom Come! Glad to hear you plan to be a person. Yep, I'm working on it. And I think, did I see Juju? Yeah, I did see Juju. Becoming a person is hard, understandable. Yep, well, welcome everyone! Actually, since I'm in the middle of talking to this guy and I'm paused and there's a bunch of new people here now, I didn't do announcements at the top of the stream because I wanted to wait for people to trickle on in. So I'll do a couple announcements real quick, and then I'll go back to the game, and then I'll probably reiterate some things during my wind down at the end of the stream. Announcement number 1 is, since we were talking about becoming a person, it's relevant. This week is my last week for the year. I'm going to take the last 2 weeks off. Announcing the announcements. I'm going to take 2 weeks off, like a lot of other streamers are, and take a nice little vacation and take care of some stuff, and then come back super strong in January. I'm debating changing my schedule again, but we'll see. And then the second announcement, which is kind of part of the first one, is as of today, I signed for a new or I will be signing for a new apartment. I got approved today, and I'm signing this weekend. So my move-in date's January 1st, which means that I originally was planning on that first week in January being when I come back from streaming, but that is now pending, am I settled into new place. If I am settled in, then streams will pick up top of the month like I was planning. I might need that extra week just to get like furniture squared away and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm real excited. My partner and I have been looking for a 1-bedroom for a while, so that we're ready to not have roommates anymore. As much as we love our roommates dearly and love our apartment, it's time to be a couple. And so yeah, so we're really excited for this new step in our adventure together. And I'll keep everyone posted on Discord how that's going. So anyone who's not in the Discord yet, please join the Discord. I've also, if you're a fan of either this or Mass Effect, I've been doing a lot of talking about those in the Discord, because I'm doing my first playthrough of Mass Effect right now, and I've been replaying Inquisition off stream. So, and I've been finding like my replay of Inquisition, I the way I'm playing this character is slightly different than my usual, and I'm getting different dialogue options because of that. With characters that normally like start off really antagonistic with me, like I've gotten some really good conversations with Vivian that I never got before, and it's real cool. So yeah, I've been talking on a lot of gaming stuff in Discord. So happy for you and him. Your roomies will miss you though. Yeah, I know. Mass Effect is your favorite series ever. Great. I think Mass Effect is James's favorite, and then Dragon Age is mine. But we are a BioWare household for sure. Anyone who joins the Discord, just so you know, I have to add a role to you. Unless you're a subscriber, you'll get auto-assigned one. So you're gonna have to wait until the end of the stream before I get you sorted. But I will do the thing. And I think that's it for... Oh, last announcement is... If you haven't already donated to the charity that I was doing for Dragon Age Day and would like to, today's the last day, and then I'm going to wrap up my campaign. The main campaign is going till Friday, so if you want to go check out the rewards they still have up there, then strongly encourage you to do that. My personal goal was $100, and if we hit 50, I'm going to plan a community game night on Discord for us. So, which I think we're close to the 50 mark. So maybe we'll hit that today. And if not, it's cool. Every little bit helps. And the main campaign more than smashed their goal. So we're good. And with that, we can go back to playing politics with the Age of Dragons. For anyone who just joined us, I decided to start the Orzammar quest, and we're trying to get the dwarves to help us. But of course, they have their own problems that we need to help them with first, because that's always how it goes. I could choose to not pick sides at the moment, talk to the other person, and then... But I feel like I'm going to end up doing the proving anyway, so...
Excellent.
I might as well.
The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harriman's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
So, Grey Warrens don't mess with politics, except when they're trying to get the help of the dwarves to deal with the Blight, and they're too busy dealing with their own political problems that they can't seem to solve on their own. Then we get involved in politics. Also, anyone who just joined, you just missed me talking to Dagna, which was nice. Nice little chat with one of my favorite dwarves. I'm actually, yeah, gonna mark that real quick because I would like to.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, I just broke into his study in front of someone. That's lovely. Oh, because there's nothing in here, I don't think. Yeah, there's like nothing in here. Well, I got like 5 experience points for breaking into that. And Alistair, you're beautiful. You're gorgeous, baby. But you're also in my way. And I'm going to Diamond Quarter, right? Yeah. I would have had Win in my party instead of Morrigan, but somebody in chat made a request for my party. And I gave it to him, because I like him. but normally I love Morgan, but Wynn's my healer, and she's also nicer to me.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Let's go this way. Is Origins a replay for you of first
after
play?
all this is over,
Started,
I wouldn't
never
mind
finished
getting a
it.
job here. I could sing, tell stories, help the king get items from high shelves.
That's where I'll pass. I'll go in there in a minute. I just kind of want to map out everything. That's Chamber of the Assembly, which is where we're trying to go to. Enjoy your base playing, Womble. Thank you for the lurk. Replay, played all Origins and done all Romans. Great! I haven't done all the romances yet, but I have played this once before, so I do know. It's long enough ago, some of the stuff will be surprises because I just don't remember, but I have seen everything already.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring? Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust.
Oh, good grief.
It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper. That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
So like I was saying that I don't remember every little thing. I don't remember which choice I made for this particular quest.
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Oh, excuse me, two assembly members. Desher is their formal title. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
So yeah, so Grey Wardens don't get involved in politics, but we're basically the ones that are going to decide who becomes the next king. This is not the opposite run yet. This is my canon run, so I have to be really careful.
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
The opposite run, I'm debating I'm either going to do the entire run for my canon and then do the opposite run, or I'm gonna do canon one day of the week and opposite the other day that I stream. But I want to at least finish canon Origins before I make my decision, because I want to map out everything in advance.
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
It's fun. I'm actually not just for the sake of filling dead air. I legitimately want to read you this isn't going to spoil anything if someone hasn't played this game yet. Just the descriptions of the two candidates for king. Balin is the radical progressive candidate. Harrowmont is the traditionalist candidate. And I know that that's supposed to make me feel like, oh, don't go for the radical option, go for the traditional option, but it just it does the opposite for me. Although the next line for Balin is, believes the ends justify the means. He wants some good stuff, though. Overall, it's a platform I can get behind. But then, like, tradition isn't always a bad thing. And I just don't know. I don't know what I want to do. You started with the Dwarven Origins, so it was quite an interesting experience for you. That makes sense. I imagine it connects a little bit. May I ask, which candidate did you end up siding with? I think I've already made my decision, so you won't sway me too much. I'm just curious.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it? Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Interesting. You went with Harrowmont because of the origin story. Because I imagine you get some background by doing that. That you wouldn't get just as, like, an outsider. On the one hand, the claim is that the dying king wished for Harrowmont to take over for him. On the other hand, the son's claim is that he's doing it through dubious means and he's lying to people. Dwarf Noble makes it a lot more interesting. I'll definitely do it eventually. So I took both quests. So obviously I'm not going to do them both. But I did take them both. And now I have to decide. I could find out while the people won't fight first and then decide, because, like, the main thing with Harrowmont is he won't do anything until you've been his champion. And no, you can't do both because you have to choose a side eventually. And I'm gonna contemplate. I'm gonna contemplate my life and the choices I have to make before me. Moving right along. I am gonna do this. Tapsters and diamond quarter. So I can't go. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Thank you for your patience while I think about how I want to handle things. Since it is my
Lord, Jesus.
What's going to be my DA4 cannon, I am being a little precious about some of the bigger choices. Oh, there we go. I almost missed it.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Welcome back, Cafe. Hope work is treating you okay. There was quite the level of chaos in my life, let me just say. Oh no! Hey, guess what? Shout out to my mod cafe who's apparently having a day. Go give him a follow. He's gonna... You're playing Origins tonight too, right? Before I misspeak.
I am. And what business would you have with me?
So yeah, after this, if you want more Origins, you can go check out Cafe and meet his dwarf, who is a fine lad and has only eaten a small handful of bees in his life.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Yes, a non-zero number of bees were swallowed by the lad. I don't know if he necessarily swallowed them, but he definitely put them in his mouth at some point. He may want to become a beekeeper for selfish reasons after the fight with the Darkspawn is over.
He is leading a Deep Roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient tide.
Of course.
It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
They definitely ended up with a mouth hug at some point, yes. Oh, butt spot. Yes, a mouth butt. Adding butt spots to my channel is singularly the best decision I made. Which one was the better decision? Adding butt spot or making Cafe my mod? Tough choice. They were both excellent life choices.
He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
I know that technically neither option is like longer or shorter or necessarily easier, but do I really want to go to the Deep Roads if I could just fight on behalf of the other guy? The first time seeing a butt spot. Well, I hope you enjoy the butt spot experience, I guess.
So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
A wiki told me he was the progressive option, and my heart won't let it go now. autos. Quick save. I guess let's talk to the other human. Or not human. Dwarf. Who is somewhere.
End of Orzammar died. Turn for the future of Dwarven society.
That's a pretty nice view. I can get behind that view. But Spot is a special bot. Oh, there's an exclamation point, so we should go for that.
So,
It's big.
Ancestors guard my soul. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith Caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Dark Spawn that way. How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I didn't say I'd do it for free. I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Maker's blessing on you, sister. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Well, good luck with that.
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers. You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists? The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Yeah, good luck with that, buddy, right? The Butker. Oh, remember the other day, Buttspot gave Kebsy a really great name too, which actually stuck. No Chantry, only the stone. Yeah, if I bump into him, I'll be sure to mention it. It's about as good as they're gonna get out of me.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Leonia approves +2.
Can I get you a ladder? Back.
Ugh. And you know what I just thought? It's been a minute since I've saved. I should do that. I had that thought as the game crashed. Oh, BioWare. What is with the way he's paused? Just like go forth. No, I don't want to do that. The only thing is I had found the tavern when I crashed and I don't remember where I found it. There we go.
Got it.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder. Me looks back and sees a hand on my shoulder. Screams. And just because I'm paranoid that loading that was problematic somehow.
I once drank a thimble of dwarven ale, woke up a week later in Jada wearing nothing but my shoes and a towel.
Oh, Liliana. There we go.
Told him I
was
don't
like, where's the dude
understand
I'm
what
looking for?
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the Assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know? Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day. Otherwise, my whole house will be humiliated. Doesn't make a difference anyway, one's as bad as the next.
Save again, because apparently I have to save after every conversation. Look at this. Is this guy having a conversation with himself? And this guy? Also screaming at no one? I'm concerned about both of you. We've got some characters here. You don't have random conversations with yourself, screaming at yourself. I do have random conversations with myself. The dude that was yelling at seemingly no one, that one was a little alarming. Like, I want to go up to him and be like, "Sir, are you okay?" But I'm also scared too. Alright. What do we got? Two things where we have to go to the deep roads. And maybe it will help with the chantry. Okay. There's one more thing I wanted to check out.
Let me guess. This is where the poor people live.
Yes, Alistair. Don't be such a
rich one.
fucking ass. I want my area of effect spells. You guys are clumped. I want to take advantage of this. Jeez Louise. Alright.
We'll get plenty for that kid. Let them out of here. Let's make this quick.
So you can get off my back.
Push them back!
You false hand!
Let us end this trouble!
Watch it!
Oh, I didn't notice you little archer dude. Come over here so I can kick your butt.
It's your time to die!
That was a nice move. I liked the swirling that she did while finishing that guy off. Alright. Any shinies? Yeah. And save, because I'm now paranoid about crashes. And you are just literally standing in a corner.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin?
Depends.
Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground. No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell Lyrian, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns.
I'm sorry, what?
You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
I'm not turning him in, but I also
for
don't have
someone
that
like
coin.
you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it. Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Sorry, dude. Don't have the coin. I also don't know that I'm gonna... There's a couple quests like that where it's like, hey, if you do this slightly shady illegal thing, you'll make some coin. And I've been kind of avoiding those for this run. But I usually do them. Especially as a rogue, I usually do them. But this go around, not so much. But I am going to explore what the rest of this place has to offer. That's an emporium.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Of course.
Nah. Meh. I thought about getting the gift, but I already have a bunch of gifts that I haven't given people
Can I
yet.
get you a ladder?
Is there anything else to explore before I go back? Yeah. I do appreciate that there's a giant exclamation point over the plot points.
Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout.
And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it. My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Yes, I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done. Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change, sleeping in doorways?
You would do that? But why?
I think the exclamation point makes so much sense because that's how I feel when I see those quests. Like, what's this? Quest! Yep. Same. I'm like, ooh, there's a questy!
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man.
His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Yes?
I didn't mean to click on Alistair, but the way he said yes was really kind of funny. Can you just, like, ask him to make out with you in the middle of a quest? That's hilarious. I wanted this chest. Ooh, nice arrows. Nice.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Alright, bye, cafe. And howdy, Cheesy McGee. Real quick, I'm gonna do another shout out to my mod cafe. He's gonna be streaming Origins tonight in like 10 minutes, which is why he's got a jet. You have a great night, friend, and I'll see you in a little bit. I might be really lurky tonight because my boyfriend came home early because of the storm, but I'll be around. I'm gonna save because I don't remember if I saved again. Anyway, welcome, Cheesy. We're gonna be almost done, actually. I'm just doing one or two little things. I'm gonna go back to Tapster's and otherwise probably wrap it up because the next thing to do is the deep roads and that's gonna take a while. Suspicious door? I missed this last time. Another cheeky save. The door appears to be made of solid stone. There are no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there is a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone just big enough for a finger. You see nothing but blood. That's probably something for later. Oh wait, where was that going? Okay, good. For a second I thought... I didn't read where it was going, I just assumed it was the commons, and I was right, but for half a second I was like, wait, this isn't going to the deep roads, right? Oh, is it our friend that was like talking to himself before? That's hilarious.
What are you looking at, stranger? I could be. What business is it of yours? I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
Ouch.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home.
Harsh.
I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it? Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Great. I figured that was going to be a very quick and easy quest, which is why I said I'd do it. And then
I'll get on it.
I'm probably gonna end up calling it like a couple minutes early, but I'd rather that than go, like the deep roads is really long, so I'd rather not do that right now. I think, yeah, because that's the way to Dust Town. And there she is.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say? Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Wow, that was some enthusiasm. You're welcome, lady. And with that, I'm gonna go back to the commons and then call it. Nope, I went the wrong way. And then call it a stream, because it's about that time. I told everyone that my boyfriend was gonna come home early because of the storm. I had texted him, make sure you sneak in when you get home, and he is now doing the most ridiculous miming of sneaking in and taking something out of the room and sneaking out. I love you, baby. That was fun. Gosh, he certainly keeps things interesting. That's for darn sure. That's the proving grounds. That's the deep roads. I am going to head to the other side just to be kind of near where the deep roads entrance is. And then that's it. Thank you everyone for coming today. I'm sorry for the person who showed up towards the end there. Yeah, it's a little shorter than I usually go to 2 to 2.5 hours. And I went a little short today because I'd rather do that than go over. And yeah, I'm gonna call it there. So, save game. Save game. I'm gonna be lazy and just do that.